I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is getting gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. When all those dreams are all our memories, there's nothing alone at one. And thoughts of you just bring me down inside. I sing it with the green of souls. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. What? Get your hands up! It's more than empty dreams and promises.
All right, you guys, welcome to the listening room. My name is Eddie Booze, and I am your host. Again, welcome to the listening room. You guys are awesome. My guest today is the creator of Vosburg Music and the Vosburg Music channel on YouTube, with musical content of all kinds, ranging from amazing musical performances to instructional videos and even instrument analysis, along with showcasing other up-and-coming artists. My guest has continued to innovate and implement fantastic ideas in entertainment and is an active proponent and supporter of all local regional music scenes. With over 20 years experience at his instrument, my guest is also a music educator. Moving into production over the last 5 years, he has solidified himself as a multifaceted talent and as a man I am proud to call one of my best friends. Please welcome Mr. BJ Engel to the program. BJ, how are you, my brother?
Great, man. Good to see you again. Thanks for having me back.
Always wonderful to have you. Always wonderful to have you, my man. Bruno, good to see you on here, my man. Lou as well. Everybody who's watching the listening room tonight, great to see you guys. So the listening room is a show where I like to showcase not only my own music, but also other artists as well. I like to showcase musicians, filmmakers, visual artists, painters, and everything in between. So if you guys have some art you'd like to showcase on my show, go ahead and submit it to boozeproductions@yahoo.com. I'll go ahead and take a look. I'll contact you, and we'll go ahead and see if we can get you on the show. Excuse me. Every time. Okay, anyway. It's wonderful to see you, BJ. It really, really is, dude. So today I want to start off my show like I start off every show, like I like to start off my day, with a little bit of gratitude. And today I am so happy and grateful that there are digital outlets to connect with people. And I'm so happy and grateful that I live in an era where I'm able to communicate with you just like this. You know what I mean? Where I don't have to come to your house, or I don't have to, we don't have to just be on the phone. You know what I'm saying, my brother? I am so happy and grateful that we can share an experience with those of you out there. Kyle, my man, thank you so much. And Jerific, awesome. So yeah, like being able to share this experience with these people out here, it's a beautiful thing, and I really appreciate it. So today, that's what I'm happy and grateful for. I'm grateful for living through this wonderful digital age that allows us to connect with each other this way, and grateful for the resources that we have as well. So today, BJ, what are you grateful for, my man?
Today I kind of have a solemn thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my friend Steve Danielson, who passed away last Wednesday. He was my guitar teacher, and he taught me how to teach. He brought me into his school, and when I didn't believe in myself, he believed in me. So I'm grateful to have called him my friend, and I'm sad he's gone. So I'm thankful for Steve.
Well, brother, that was very heartfelt, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
He will live on through the rocking, though.
That's right,
sure.
man. And he's going to be influencing more people to come because he taught you how to teach. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you're going to be teaching, in a manner of which you learned from Steve. So, I was watching. Of all things, the Trailer Park Boys recently, actually. And I actually just finished, for the very first time in my entire life, I just finished the entire series. And at the very end, it was they dedicated it to John Dunsworth, who played Jim Leahy. And and he had a moment on camera at the very end of the series, and it was very poignant. He says, you know what the greatest currency is? He says the greatest currency is gratitude. And then he goes on to say that when you die, you're dead. But you're not so dead if you contributed something.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you live on through all that stuff that you did in your life. And,
that's right. That's right, my man. Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm grateful that you had Steve, throughout your life, and you got to learn from him, and it's wonderful that you got that experience with him, and it's good that you're going to be able to focus on that moving forward. You know what I mean? And as you remember him in a positive light, that's
absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. No, I remember when I was working at the music store, living in Vancouver. I needed some extra money, and I was talking with Steve. We were friends, and he was like, "Well, why don't you come down and teach at my school?" And I froze right up. I was like, I've never taught a day in my life. I just play guitar. He's like, it's all good. Just come on down and do it. And next thing you know, I'm, 5 days a week teaching at his school. I've got groups of kids. I'm teaching adults, and it's some of the best experiences of my life.
That's awesome.
Especially in the summers, when all the kids who were being forced to take guitar lessons would quit, and the ones that really wanted to be there would stick around. We'd form them into little bands. And there was moments where I'd be like, man, these kids are awesome, right? They're rocking out full songs front to back.
Right. That's cool.
Proud teacher moment.
Awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. So he provided you with some opportunities as well. That's really cool, dude.
Sure. I can't wait to do some of that stuff with my new students.
That's awesome, dude. I love the outlook, I love the way you look at that. I always say here on the show that it's good to stay active in your own mental and emotional health, and I find one of the best ways to do that is to just acknowledge, the things you're grateful for on a regular basis, just talk about them, celebrate them, and especially with someone that was so near and dear to you, I can really appreciate your gratitude for your friend.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely, you guys. I invite you guys to do the same. I invite you guys to acknowledge your gratitudes as much as possible on a daily basis and stay active in your own mental and emotional health. And I found that's one of the best ways to do so. So yeah, man. So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you've been working on lately? I know because I talked to you about 2 weeks ago, and you were doing some other stuff. Have you been doing any of the Desert Rocks?
I've got some research in on some of the guitars that I want to showcase coming up. It's a lot of work. I can't just pick a guitar and say, okay, I'm filming that today. I have to research all the specs and where they're made and what they're made out of and all the parts and how those parts are made. And so it's a lot of gathering information and preparation before I can get another episode out. But
well, it's good that you do your research and you don't just pick up any guitar that's available to you and you just just throw it right out there.
Yeah, and it's tricky. Once the older the guitar is, the harder it is to find the information. right? Like the last guitar I did, it's fairly new, so you can just go to the website, look up all the info you need, and write down your bullet points from there, and make your makeshift kind of script checklist thing.
Okay.
But some of my other guitars, they're 15 plus years old, so I'm finding myself digging into the depths of the internet to find out what kind of wood it was made out of, and so on. So
Right.
one of my coming up guitars is actually from the 60s, so I'm going to have a heck of a time with that, I'm sure.
Right. Well, that's cool, man. I'm looking forward to the next one. I absolutely am. So with things starting to reopen now, I know that you do a lot of shows in Usuyus, and is there any talk? Have you been speaking with any restaurants around there or any local artists about starting booking for the summer or getting anything going as far as live performances goes and posting some more content on the Usuyus music channel?
Well, I think we're going to be taking it cool for that for a while and not rush back into things.
Okay.
I know once it's safe to do so, we'll probably resume a tailored back schedule.
Oh,
right?
gotcha. Right. You've got some artists
maybe
backlogged.
Have one thing a month for the first little while and ease our way back into it. We don't just want to jump back into it. It's a small venue, and we don't need everybody shoulder to shoulder, risking each other's health. So no definite plans right now, but once it's safe to do so, yeah, for sure, we're going to hop back on board with some stuff.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to getting back to some live shows myself. Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I miss it. I miss my hanging out with my music community and
yeah, right. I bet
making some fun stuff happen for everyone.
I do too, my man. I do too. So, okay. So today we're going to showcase a little bit of BJ's old band Shiftkit, actually. As BJ is my guest for today, and he's usually a musical guest in general. So we're gonna show you guys some of BJ's one of BJ's really serious projects. How old were you when you were in Shiftkit? How long ago was this? What years?
Oh, I think it was 2006 when I joined the band. It was already an established band, and they had lost a few members. And so Leon Lilly, the frontman and founder of the band, he put a wanted ad up on the bulletin board at the music store I was working at. And I saw him frantically come in one day with this ad. And he's like, "Do you guys have a pen or a stapler or whatever?" And he puts it up. I'm like, "Well, hold on. Let me see what you're doing there." And I looked at the ad, and he was looking for a guitar player. I was like, "Well, dude, I play guitar." And after work that day, we got together and we rented a jam space. And he played me a few of the tunes that he was working on. And we instantly hit it off. We were like buddies right away. And so we assembled a few more guys, and it was game on from there. We were unstoppable.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you were just telling me a little bit before we went on here about your first network television show experience. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh man, that was hilarious. Mid 2000s, they had I think it was on CBS. They had a TV show called The Rockstar, and it was where they were assembling like a rock band, kind of like music competition show style. Mm-hmm. Anyways, one of our fans entered us into this competition to beat the lineup for the auditions at the Roxy in Vancouver without us even knowing it. So we were just carrying on our day-to-day, and we got this notification that we won the contest to beat the line for Rockstar.
Very cool.
So next thing you know, we're at the Roxy, and we're waiting in this huge lineup, and I thought the first time that I was going to play at the Roxy in Vancouver, it was going to be to a normal audience that was having beers and enjoying the show. But instead, it was like playing on The Voice or something with a row of judges sitting in chairs and cameras everywhere. And so they called our name, and we got up there. And I think we did, what song did we do? We did Tomorrow by Silverchair.
Oh, dude, are you serious?
Yeah. I know you have a connection with Silverchair, a sweet spot for them.
I totally do.
And yeah, we ended up going on the local pop radio station, which was weird because we were like a heavy rock band.
Sure.
So that was kind of awkward when they played our music. Well, I guess it was cool. They played our music on the pop radio station, and
Right.
we were hard rock.
Well, not all of your songs are like over the top hard. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we're gonna show some of your stuff tonight. You know, but I didn't. I thought that was, you know, I mean, it wasn't so overly hard. You know, I mean,
It's pretty heavy, dude.
some of it is. Yeah, it is. It is, dude. But like I said, that first, what was that song that was kind of your single?
Not Saving You was our
Not
single.
Saving
And that
You.
one was it was toned down a little bit.
Gotcha. Well, why don't we take a listen to that one?
Yeah, let's do it. Put it on.
All right, you guys. We're going to go ahead and take a listen to Shiftkit featuring BJ Engel. The song is titled Not Saving You. All right. There we go. Up. It's not wanting to play right now, so I'll figure it out in a minute, Beej. So
Okay.
So you had your first show. You guys kind of got. So you said you kind of got bossed around a little bit. It wasn't the experience you thought it was going to be.
Well, it was, I don't know, it was just strange all around. You know, we're used to playing shows where you haul your gear in, you get up there, you play, you haul your gear out, and you're done, kind of deal.
Right.
But yeah, there was lots of rules. There was lots of paperwork to sign, and stand here and look here and comb this and put makeup on that, and you know, it was really bizarre.
What a trip!
We played a few contests like that too. We did for Bodog.
Really?
We did the Bodog Battle of the Bands one year, and that was brutal, man. We had to stand in line like all day and wait for our chance to play, where we got to play. I think we played 3 songs. And I was so frustrated by the time we actually went on stage. It was like wait around for 18 hours to play 3 songs, and everybody was so tired and so hungry and so grumpy. It was all bands from the local scene that we played with often. So basically, we got to hang out with a bunch of our friends in line all day. But yeah, it was pretty brutal. And of course, we didn't win either of those 2 things. So.
Right on. So you guys went on some pretty awesome tours, didn't you?
We toured around Canada. We did a lot in our home province here in British Columbia, and the last one we went on was in winter in Canada in February. So I suggest that you don't do that. If you're a band,
Sure.
touring through a bunch of snow is not the safest or funnest thing to do. And I remember we got to one of the venues in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and it was like 50 degrees Celsius below zero. And we got up into our room, and there was a plastic bag for a window that somebody had punched a hole in so they could smoke.
Oh no.
And there was like frost on the furniture in our hotel room. It was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
if you're going to
In
tour
the
in
room?
Canada, try to do it in summer, I'd say.
Wow, dude. Dang, dude. In the room.
Yeah.
That's intense, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, man. That's kind of crazy though, dude. Like, so what kind of bands did you tour with? Like, what are some of the the bands that you toured with?
Well, Shiftkit was the primary touring band.
Gotcha.
I played with a few other bands in Vancouver and around, neighboring cities and stuff. Another band I played with was Chemical Sky, and they were kind of like some Matchbox 20 sounding sort of band. And I was kind of a weird fit because I had crazy black and white hair and
Right.
totally rock starred out, and they were kind of some older guys, but still fun. Another band I played in that did pretty good was In Davies Grip.
In Davies Grip.
And, in Davies Grip. That was a female-fronted band, so that was cool. We played a lot of really interesting gigs because she was seeking out the gigs. So we did like burlesque shows.
That's
and,
cool.
Just stuff you wouldn't normally think to play, right?
No, that seems cool, dude.
She was actually the drummer from the band Lilacs from the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. And they had a couple big hits.
Right on.
So it was kind of a trip for me. That was the first band I played with when I moved to Vancouver.
That's cool. And who are some of your musical inspirations?
Oh, man. So many. I'm a classic rock guy at heart.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
So, and I actually just said one of my favorite bands right there, Heart.
Nice.
I love Heart. Mom and I have seen them a few times. We've gone to their concerts, and that was the tape we always put on our road trips. And
that's cool, dude.
When I was learning guitar, I was a huge Metallica fan.
Right.
So a lot of my guitar riff learning was from them.
Nice. Used to dunk, Arnold. You're tripping. Used to dunk. I still dunk, dog. All 5'8" of me. No, that's cool, man. I mean, dude, I have a lot of the same, musical inspirations, very classic rock oriented, and then obviously, growing up in the, being born in the early 80s, growing up and you're developing your musical tastes, at a certain age, at 12, 13, 14, 15, Metallica is getting big right in that era. The Black Album comes out right then, you know what I mean? And it's like, for anyone who's not like super into metal or even just kind of like coming up into really appreciating hard music like I was, getting that, the exposure to the Black Album was just you know what I mean? And and then there was all kinds of great, great metal albums and things that came by after that. One of my favorite albums, I mean literally just of all time, I probably kept in my stereo in my car many Hard 90. I love it, Donnie. For many years, off and on. Like I would take it out, listen to whatever for 10 years, and then put it back in, and then listen to it for another year or two straight. Yeah. Was Pantera's 101 Proof, the live album.
Totally Pantera, man.
The live album, dude. It 101 Proof.
Awesome. Album.
It was ridiculously good. I mean,
we lived in a really strange time for music too. We were in like the merging zone of a bunch of different genres.
Absolutely.
Classic rock was coming up behind us with the 80s music on its tail.
Right.
And then the grunge scene, Nirvana and Soundgarden and all those guys.
Right.
And then we had like the newer stuff coming through, so just so many influences from so many different kinds of music coming from all directions.
Right, exactly. So so check this out. Oh, the Elko, dude, the El Camino, bro. So Donnie is talking about Hard 90 was one of my very first bands I was ever in, and then Ray says Green Day Dookie for him was a big inspiration, big influence in his life. I agree with you on that one, Ray. That was a big one in my life too. And Don says G-Voz has that in the El Camino. The Hard 90, yeah, that's cool. The El Camino, man. That's an old memory of mine. That's his older brother. We're all friends from when we were younger. So, but
nice.
But yeah, super cool, man.
And yeah, Dookie all the way, man.
Right?
That was a huge album for me too,
dude. Totally. Okay, so check this out. So I think I pulled up Not Saving You. For our listening pleasure. So why don't we go ahead and put on the headphones or do what you need to do to listen to YouTube. And let's go ahead and take a quick listen to Shiftkit featuring BJ Engel, Not Saving You.
Let's check it out.
You're so hollow, bitter words I can't ignore. You fly so low, and I can't take this anymore. I don't want this to be a twisted memory. I thought I could live with you, but it just keeps on killing me. I know this change will finally make this know this change will finally make things right. It's over, no games, just trying to save my life. I'm tired of wondering where you've been. This time I'm not saving you, saving you, saving you.
Bro, good tune, dude. Good song, man. I see why you guys got so far in that, got to play on TV. That was dope, dude. That was a great song.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
The next one I'm gonna show is actually one of my favorites. Actually, I totally dig this next one.
Yeah, you were rocking out to this one earlier.
I know. All right, so I'm gonna. Yeah, I was gonna just jump on it real quick, but yeah, this next one's my favorite on the EP that you guys put out.
Nice.
That first one was a jam, dog. I really like the.
Which is right here, by the way. Here's a copy of the original EP.
Nice, dude. Very cool, dude. That's awesome, dude. So you said the producer played the drums on that?
Yeah, we actually had a kid drummer when we first started going. He was 16 years old, and he rocked, like, super hard. But unfortunately, when we put him in the studio, he wasn't cutting it, right? That was his first time recording and so on, and it was just, the bills were racking up, and it was just not a good scene.
Right.
And our producer, Danny Craig... he is actually the drummer from a Canadian band that did very well called Default. He was like, sorry, man, I'm going to play the drums for these tracks. So he hopped on. So all the drums that you hear are Danny Craig from Default.
Nice. All right, cool. Well, let's check it out. Let's check out the next one. It's called Bring You Down.
Yeah.
This all falls apart when I'm hitting my high and you're going down on me. Lose my mind and I waste my time on you again. Bring it back now, make me a slave. I wanna hear you say, it's not me. Why can't you see how everything just brings you down? It happened to me. Why can't you see that I am here just to bring you down? All my friends have gone one by one. They slowly disappear as I drag along. There's only you and what's left of me in here. And bring it back now, make me a slave. I wanna hear you say, it's not me. Why can't you see how everything just brings you down? It happened to me. Why can't you see that I am here just to bring you down? Come a little closer, come a little closer, come a little closer, I dare you.
Dude, I love that song. Super dope, bro. Nice. I love that guitar tone, bro. And your breakdowns are the shit, dude.
Thanks, man.
Bro, I love that chromatic build-up. Like, you did that one, and then you did the chromatic one right after that. That was sick. That was super
killer,
dope.
eh?
I was like, bro, when I heard that, I was like, what? I was smart. That was smart music, dude. That was a great transition. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, thanks, man. I thought my arm was going to explode when we were recording that guitar solo. My producer actually locked me in the studio room, like physically, like put a chair underneath the doorknob and stuff. And he was like, "You're going to play that solo like 1,000 times until something cool happens." And
you finally got
my
it.
hand like cramped up and my arm was all sore. I had to call my mom and be like, "How do I uncramp a hand?"
Dr. Mom to the rescue.
So many times I called Mom. How do I
That's
fix
awesome,
this?
dude. That is so cool, dude. Well, dude, I love the song. That is a bang, dude. I love it. Like, bro, people were digging it, dude. Like, it's definitely a dope song. Hey, and so you guys, so BJ, why don't you tell everyone what song we decided to do next? Together, BJ and I have done some tunes. You guys have heard what the very first time BJ was on, we played some of the tunes that we've done together. So why don't you tell everyone what we're gonna do next, BJ? What's our next song that we're gonna do? We decided.
Well, we tossed around a few ideas, and we are gonna do a hard rock version of Roxanne by the Police.
Indeed. We're gonna do me a favor and try and get that guitar tone, that super heavy dope ass guitar tone that you got in Bring Me Down for our version of Roxanne. Yes, dude. Like,
are we gonna unleash that on the people again?
Yeah, dog. Yes, it's gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be. It's gonna be super hard. It's gonna be dope. So get me that.
I still own the guitar that I used on that song too.
Yeah, dude. Oh well, dude. Well, pull it out, plug it in, get it popping. Refine that guitar tone, and give me a dope hard rock version of Roxanne that I can rock out to vocally. So
it might just be right here. It might be this guitar. Here it is.
Funny. Let me see it. Turn it around. What kind of, is that a PRS?
No, that's Ibanez version of that. It's an SZ. I actually did a Does It Rock on this guitar.
I saw it. I saw that one. That's right. I do like that guitar actually, and it's got some great tone to it.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy guitar.
That's cool, dude. That's really chill.
I bought it basically on the color alone, and it turned out to be a good guitar after that.
Sick. I
was like, ooh, blue guitar, sweet. And it was actually good, so I liked it.
Right. Right. Well, there you go, All right, check this out, dude. We're going to show your third tune, all right? So, all right, what's this song called? It's called Lose Control.
Lose Control.
All right.
Sorry, I forgot which one we were on.
Let's take a quick listen to Lose Control, and then we'll go ahead and talk about it, and then we'll go ahead and talk about it in a second here, okay? All right, let's go ahead and jump over to a little split screen action. No, that wasn't that one. That was the other one. I was liking it too much. I almost wanted to hear it again. I actually might, dude. I might, if it's cool with you, I might end up using that like on the show sometime as some background music, bro, because that is a dope song.
Do it,
all right,
man.
you guys. Here is Lose Control from Shiftkit.
Smoking weed, daddy's wheels will run to me.
Dope. I love it, bro. Let's see what Miss Daisy thinks. It was like a lullaby to her. Put her to sleep. She loved it.
Daisy rocks so hard that she sleeps through heavy rock songs.
Totally. And Daisy totally rocks. That's cool. So, all right, you guys. So, check it out. So, later on this week. So, I appreciate you guys joining me on the listening room. You guys are amazing. I've been really enjoying doing this show and connecting with all of you guys, connecting with my guests, having on amazing talent as well. If you guys didn't see last Friday's show, go check out last Friday's show. Kevin Cablo, Klepto K, was my musical guest. It was so good. I mean, it was incredible. I must have watched his live show 3 or 4 times since. And yeah, it was incredible. So go check out last Friday's musical guest. Check out Mr. Crumb the Friday before. We've had some great musical guests, and that's not going to change. This Friday we have Long Beach Motor Devils. Not sure if they're going to be in the house or if they're going to be doing remote. And I'm also not sure if they're going to be doing a live performance or not, or if we're just going to be checking out some of their songs and then doing kind of an interview. So it might be a live performance. I've invited them into the studio to do an unplugged live full band performance. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do that, though. So we will see. We will see. And next Friday, the 29th, we're going to be having Phoenix in the studio as well, a pop R&B and soul singer from right here in Long Beach, California. She's absolutely incredible. So we're looking forward to having Phoenix next Friday as well. And you guys are amazing. BJ, you're awesome, brother.
Eddie, you're awesome too, dude.
I always love having you on, my man. Seriously, it's too fun.
Thanks,
dude.
Man. I love coming on.
Yeah, dude. And dude, bro, Shiftkit. I mean, seriously, dude, you guys are incredible, dude. So you guys are seriously incredible, man. I mean,
I miss those days, man. Those were some fun days, I tell you what.
Seriously. So you guys, what did you guys out there watching, like, what did some of those songs give you, like, the impression of? Like, I felt like that last tune had some, like, Foo Fighters, had some, like, Korn towards, like, the breakdown part. Like, you guys had all kinds of, like sound influences, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just felt good, you know, and it flowed well from, you know, kind of vibe to vibe, you know what I mean? So you guys kind of...
That's what I was saying earlier about being in the crossroads of all those musical genres. That's what happens when you cross all those things.
Right, you know. Oh, Jessica says she thought a Deftones vibe on that last one. Definitely felt it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially during that breakdown part where you guys, like, had that breakdown with the keys towards the end. Dude, like, that was the shit.
That actually wasn't keyboards. That was me on the guitar.
Oh, that was a guitar part.
Yeah, that was... I was trying to explain to you earlier. We actually had a guitar tech guy in the studio with us, and like a row of pedals. We had like 2 wah pedals and a Digitech whammy pedal, and like bunch of crap anyway. And I was just playing stuff, and he's like pressing buttons and working pedals, and that's what happened. There's no way I could recreate that a second time. I played it way different live.
Sure.
But it was still cool.
Some jerkbag says got a little Obsidian Cream vibe on that one.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So, dude, your musical influences ranged so much, you know, but still kind of in rock. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and it shows. It absolutely shows. Yeah. Kenny says, where was BJ when Halftone was needing a guitarist? Bro, we looked for a guitarist for a year.
Oh, my God.
We went through 6 people in a year, and I ended up playing for us for the last, like, 6 months of our band. And
could you imagine if we crossed paths back then? That would have been just crazy.
We didn't, but here we are now. In fact, Kenny, let's get on a live a video chat a little later here with BJ and talk about your next tune and see if we can get BJ on the guitar on your next tune as well as as me on the vocals. You know what I mean?
A triple collaboration.
Yeah, Kenny's been writing some really good stuff lately. Kenny's been writing some really good stuff.
I'd be into that.
In fact, if you guys go back to the very first week, I think it was episode 5 was Kenny's episode, and we did a song called "King for a Day" that Kenny wrote, and I did the lyrics to, and I wrote the vocals to, and we did a collaboration on. Actually, you might have been the first Friday. No, Kenny was my first musical guest. I think you were my second the next Friday after that. But yeah, Kenny, let's get on a call. Let's kind of collaborate on something. Why don't you write something dope and throw it out to Beej, let him do the guitars, and then throw it back over to me, and I'll get some vocals going on in this. And so Kenny plays bass, and he plays guitar, he plays everything. So it should be a really fun collaboration. Kenny used to play for Head PE and Rooster and some great bands down here in LA as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, so looking forward to that. You know Head PE, don't you, Beej?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Head PE for sure.
Yeah.
Killer band.
Yeah, I remember seeing Head for the first time at the House of Blues in Anaheim when Halftone, Kenny and my band opened up for them. It was the very first show I think we ever played with Halftone, actually, and I had never heard Head PE. I had heard of them, and I had never heard. I think I had maybe heard Bartender on the radio, and they were touring for the Blackout album, which was their third album, I think. And bro, like they came on stage and they had this long intro where it was just a super long intro, and it's kind of just built the whole crowd up. And as soon as they got going, it was like, bro, their live performance, incredible. Yeah. They're a great live band. But yeah, man, it was awesome playing with Kenny. It was, it's going to be great, doing a little collaboration with all three of you guys. So it should be fun.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, man.
So knock out Roxanne, Kenny. We'll jump on a little collaboration with Beej, and we'll knock out a couple more tunes. Sound good?
Sounds good to me, man.
Awesome, my brother. Awesome. Well, it's always great having you on The Listening Room, you guys. And again, my name is Eddie Booz, and The Listening Room is a show where I like to showcase musicians. I like to showcase filmmakers. I like to showcase artists of all kind and art in all its forms. So come back. Join me on The Listening Room every Monday through Friday at 6:30. You guys are always amazing. I always love my guest, BJ, and I can't thank you enough for always joining me. Super friendly, super awesome, accessible, and I want to thank you very much as well, Beej. If you guys look around and you see on my channel, on this show, a lot of these graphics and a lot of these, really cool things you're seeing over here. You see the Listening Room, graphics over here in the corner. BJ made all those for me, so I can't thank you enough, Beej, for making super
You're
cool,
welcome, man.
For making these super cool things for me. Let's go ahead and check on Miss Daisy one more quick time. I love how BJ made that beautiful transition for me as well. Always love you, man. Miss Daisy, you're a beautiful girl I ever seen. I love you so much, big girl. All right.
Put all these crazy things that I like to make all the time.
Dude, I'm loving it, bro. Everything you're doing is great. You've been sending me amazing stuff, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, my man.
You rock too, my friend.
Love you, brother. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us with The Listening Room tonight. That'll conclude our show. Tomorrow night we will have. Let's see who's in tomorrow. Tomorrow night we're gonna have Mr. Kyle Romero from the Mind Tasting Podcast. Always one of my favorite guests to have on. Can't wait for that one. As well, on Wednesday we're gonna have Mr. Ray Manel, who is he was the mechanic of the Goodyear blimp for many years, and now is the mechanic over at Splash Mountain at Disneyland. So we're looking forward to interviewing Ray and talking to Ray about working at Goodyear and what it was like to work on the blimp for a while, and what it was like to work on what it's like to work at Disneyland as a mechanic, and all that fun stuff. And on Thursday we're gonna be having, again in studio, Mr. Crumb is gonna be back, and we're gonna be showcasing a lot of Mr. Crumb's stage performance stuff, which I'm super stoked to show you guys some of the stuff he's done for Knott's Berry Farm and some of the other stuff that he's composed as well. So we're looking forward to that. And again, remember, we have on Friday the Long Beach Motor Devils, you guys. So join us all week right here at 6:30. Thank you all. Love you all. See you next time. Thanks for being a part of the Listening Room tonight. My name is Eddie Booz. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.